If you think breakfast has to be boring or take a long time, then think again, because in this segment of In the Kitchen with Krystal, we are going to make a savory breakfast flatbread. I'm Krystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and I welcome you here. So, when I tell you this is going to be so easy and quick, y'all, trust me, your girl is telling the truth. So, for our flatbread, what we're going to use is we're going to use a tortilla, and because the focus of In the Kitchen is to make healthier decisions, we are using a carb control tortilla. You can use a high protein, a high fiber, whatever you want, just making sure that we're making the better decisions. And we're going to top it with some eggs and vegetables. You can top it with however you want. Just imagine almost like your own breakfast pizza. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat my tortilla on my stovetop griddle. I'm going to warm that up. But what you could also do is to make it in the oven. So if you wanted to warm it up, or you can warm it up in the skillet. But the reason why we do that is so that it'll add a little crisp to it, a little brownish to it, so that it'll make it easier for it to hold up the toppings. All right. So we're also going to make our vegetables. I'm gonna heat up this little pan, and what I'm gonna use for my toppings on my pizza, in addition, well, flatbread, in addition to the eggs, the breakfast, I'm gonna use some vegetables. So I'm gonna do a spinach and an onion, and I think I'm gonna also add a little bit of tomato, right? So let me go ahead and use some nonstick spray. You can use a nonstick spray. You can use a little olive oil or virgin olive oil, some vegetable oil, whatever you want, a little butter. But since I'm trying to make healthy decisions, I like to use a nonstick spray to reduce the amount of calories that we use. So I'm going to go ahead and dice up a little onion. And if you're here, say hey. Let me know you're here. And if you catch us on replay, type replay in the chat and let me know also what toppings you would put on your flatbread. And if you notice, look, did I say anything about meat? I did not. If you want to, you can add a little meat, if that's your preference. But breakfast doesn't always have to require meat. A lot of times we think we have to have bacon, sausage, and all that good stuff. When we really don't. So I'm just going to saute. I'm doing just a little bit, because I'm just making one today. Just one. Just for me. And I'm going to dice up these little onions. I like some onions. Then we're going to season it up. One thing I'll believe in, and I say it frequently on In the Kitchen, is that we have to season at every step. That's where a lot of people go wrong. When it comes to healthier eating, there's this belief you only season it at the end or on top. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, we season everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also throw a little bit of this minced garlic in here to add some flavor. And once this gets to cooking a little bit, I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Get to sauteing. We're going to pull that out. We're going to scramble up our eggs. I'm waiting for the griddle to get warm. And then we will warm that up and keep it moving. All right, so while that's doing that, we want to go ahead and chop up. Look, isn't this the cutest little homegrown tomato? Look at my little tomato. We're going to chop up, actually, take that back. Because I'm going to use some spinach. So you can use whatever topping you like. But I'm going to chop up my spinach a little bit, just to make it even easier to cook down. Because what I like for you all to do, y'all know I can throw this whole bag in here and it'll look like a spinach. But one of the main goals of In the Kitchen with Krystal is to show you how to make meals that not only taste good, but they're good for you and they're quick and easy. Because way too many people say that they don't cook because they feel like it takes too long. And I don't want that for you, right? That people ain't jumping on now. I want to make it nice and easy for you. And honestly, I'm doing this just for one, but you could easily make this for multiple people. Just sauteing up a little extra spinach, onion, an egg. You make an egg however you like, and then throwing in the tortillas in the oven. So you do more. And I can actually do a few on here, but I'm just going to do one on today, if that's you. let me know. All right, so let me know what you could put on your tortilla or your flatbread so that you can do it. I know I wash my hands a lot, y'all. Crazy. Let me see how, oh yeah, that's warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this tortilla on here so that it is funny. Somebody probably thinks I really say tortilla. I believe it's tortilla. I know better. I'll call it what I want to call it. But put that on there now so it can start browning, and then take it off and let it get a little crisp while we're doing the other stuff. So, all right, so these onions are starting to get nice and sauteed. You don't need to like cook them down. Just give them a little bit of caramelization, just a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the spinach in here. I saw how much it was. Let's see how much it produces. As a matter of fact, I already know I'm gonna need some more. That's nothing. That's nothing. I don't know why spinach does that. I cried. I'm just gonna tell you. This is gonna get up in that bag. Get up in that. I mean, get in this skillet. Because it cooks down so much. I was really being optimistic, y'all. I don't know why I did that. That's a shame. I put my hand in the skillet. As soon as I did, I thought about how they post those videos about women acting like we're dragons and how we don't feel fire. It's just temporary. There we go. That's good. All right. I said you choose how much you want. Oh. I said we season at every stage, and yes, I put a little garlic in there, but I'm gonna put a little table blend in there too, just because I like a little pepper, a little peppery taste and blend. And spices are really good for your metabolism too, right? Not always tell people like if you are trying to lose weight. You're trying to watch your calorie intake, all of that good stuff. Consider adding more spices as opposed to more sauces and cheeses. That's another place where people go wrong, right? So I'm just going to take out the spinach real quick, and then we're going to get the skillet ready for our eggs. Taking out tortilla. Ooh, that smells good. Talking about that, not the tortilla, but the aroma. All right, then. Oh, let me see. Go ahead and turn this back on. Got my tortilla going. Y'all see how quick and easy this is? For my eggs, I'm going to use a little butter stick spray. And you can make your egg however you want to, but because I want to spread it around, I'm going to go ahead and scramble mine. I was going to say, where's my egg? But I got my egg. Get my little whiskey whisk. And you probably only need about 1 egg per, what is this? Per flatbread or tortilla. Just real quick, whisk it up, and then we just gonna plate it. Super easy. Super duper easy. And again, I told y'all we season all the stuff, turn this heat down. We're gonna need a lot of heat with eggs. Throw a little pepper up in here. I love me some peppery eggs. I don't really do a lot of salt. Just don't need it. And that's the other thing, y'all. I really want us to consider not using as much salt so that you can reduce your chances of high blood pressure, stroke, all that good stuff, y'all. You typically don't need as much salt as you use. Ooh, this is nice. That's done. Get my plate. Put my tortilla on there. See how it has a nice little brown and crisp? I know it's bright in there. There we go. That brown and crisp. I'm going to put that on there. Super easy. And I am going to go ahead and slice up my tomato, my baby tomato. Don't need a lot. But I just like the freshness of it, the crispness of it. But I want you to try something different instead of feeling like you got to eat the same thing. Now, this is not one of those meals, because I do like to give you all meals that you can make on the go. This is not an on the go. Oh, yeah, I definitely could have made more. But my tortilla is big, y'all. This is hilarious. It's like in the middle of. I could easily have made twice as much. Oh, that's hilarious. You get the gist of it though. Oh my God, I'm telling y'all, this is real deal. And a lot of times I just try stuff out with y'all for the first time. For the first time. You may say, well, Chris, I don't want you to try it out for the first time. I need you to have it ready for me when I come. Okay then. Give a girl some grace. But you know what though? I like it. Okay, all right. And I'm gonna put a little, you can put whatever you want on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of my tomato. Actually, I think I'm gonna put this whole tomato on here. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing too, everything doesn't have to go all the way to the edges. It don't have to. It does not. It's a little pretty little pita bread. It's not pita, but it's what it looks like. I think I'm gonna add, just because I like a little spice too for breakfast. I know a lot of people lean towards sweet stuff for breakfast, but like I said, this is a savory breakfast. So I'm gonna put a little sriracha. You can use whatever hot sauce you would like on there. Just add a little sriracha. Add a little flavor. Why not? Easy peasy. Ah. And you know what? Actually, I'm glad I didn't push it all the way to the edge. You see how now? Pick it up like a whole little piece. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this thing like a piece. Y'all see I did that in what? 10 minutes? Cut this thing like a piece. And that way you do bite into the ingredients. You know what else is missing, girls and boys? The cheese. Ooh, something else I was missing. Ooh, that sriracha smells amazing. Oh yeah. Ooh. This one I'm gonna do. Look. You see, I got excited. This one I'm gonna do. You put the cheese on here, and then to get that cheese to melt, you can do a few things, right? You can throw it back in the oven. You can throw it in the broiler for a few seconds. You can put it back on the stove, however you have it, like you had in a skillet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little cheese on here. You see, I said just a little cheese. That's where a lot of folks go wrong too. They want to put all the cheese on there. But I'm just going to put a little cheese on here. And then I'm going to put it back on. You know what, I'm going to spread this away from the cut side. Look here, call it audible. Spread it out a little bit. There we go. Move from the edges. Throw this on the griddle for a half second. Let it crisp and melt at the same time. Ooh, it's already cheesy. Put that on there. Put that on there. Yeah, give it just a few seconds. Get this out the way. Just that little taste alone. Ooh. The girl's excited. You know, one of these days, I'm going to do my own count on here to see how many times I wash my hands. In a few seconds. In just a few minutes. All right, y'all. All right. I think it's ready. This ain't the best thing to pick this up with. Well, hey, what's going on today? We are cooking savory breakfast flatbreads. And all I did was I got me a tortilla, warmed it up on my flat top. You can use a skillet or you can put it in the oven. And I sauteed up the vegetables I chose. I chose spinach, onion with a little bit of minced garlic and some table blend for the spice. And then I scrambled some eggs, cut up a little bit of tomato, and then a little bit of tomato. Then I put a little sriracha on there, and then I sprinkled it with some cheese, and then threw it back on the flat top to get the cheese to melt. So now it's like I have a little pizza. Let's taste it. I like it. And because I'm using a tortilla, Okay. It's light and flaky. I love tortillas. But it's still filling at the same time. Look. I like it. I like it a lot. What else you can add if you have it? Some avocado would be good. I could put some green onions on here. Play around with them. The flavor you like. So think of it like anything you would put like on a breakfast skillet, like in a breakfast skillet. You could put it here and just put it on your flatbread. So quick and easy, 15 minutes. Made my quick breakfast, and this is just with me yapping too, right? But you could play around with it too. Whatever spices, because I like spicy herb foods. You can use a jalapeno cheese. You could some, pepper jack, whatever. Have fun with it, and when you do, make sure you tag me so that I can see how you made yours. Let me know what you thought about it. I said for one or for many, you can do this just like having a breakfast pizza party. So I am Krystal Taylor, owner and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game. You have been in the kitchen with Krystal, where we made a savory breakfast flatbread, because breakfast does not have to be boring. It does not have to take forever to make. And look, it's even an amazing meat-free meal that's still full of flavors. So hope you enjoyed this. If you have to go outside, please be safe, because I want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you here. And I hope that I see you next time. All right, y'all. Be good. It is young.